What's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason&Jabari Gaming, and the Cyber Week deals are going on right now, and I picked up some of them. So now it's time for a massive rank up. So I was already low on ISO and gold from completing the Necropolis 100%. If you guys haven't checked that out, there is a playlist that I have created for every single path. If you guys want to check out how I did and all that wonderful stuff. But yeah, man, so we start off with ascending our Archangel. In the Necropolis, we had ascended Human Torch, and we'll just kind of briefly go over him when I go over some champions. We're kind of all over the place because I'm trying to scramble for gold and ISO, or not gold anymore because I have a lot, but ISO mainly. And yeah, man, we kind of run out. We kind of run completely out of ISO. But the next ascension that I chose was Hulkling. And these ascensions are just because these are champions I run in my Battlegrounds deck still. The next one was Nick Fury. And yeah, man, Nick Fury, Hulkling, and Archangel. They're, very, very good Battlegrounds champions. I can use them offensively and defensively, very versatile champions. Human Torch is just a nuke. Actually, I lied. Archangel, I cannot use. Well, I can use him on defense, but offensively, he's a nuke. So that's why I ascended him to join Human Torch. Next up, I took Dr. Doom to rank 5. I'm not personally a fan of Dr. Doom, but I do understand his value, and he is good in some metas for attack. And he's decent on defense. A lot of people fight him, so I don't put much value in him as a defender as he used to be because a lot of people fight him. But offensively, he can work. So at rank 5, if I'm going to put him in my deck, he needs to be at the highest level, even potentially getting ascended one day. We'll see, but not right now. Next up was, I believe... well, I'm showing stats right now. I guess we're kind of all over the place. I wanted to show his stats at rank 5, and then Hulkling's stats and stuff, so that way you guys could kind of see the difference by comparison if you guys have them at rank 4 or if you have them at rank 5 as well. So I did ascend my Nimrod with my primordial dust that I got from the Necropolis run and my Human Torch. So there they both are. There is my Archangel that I did. So they have decent health pools now, and they can be at their peak performance as I need them to be if they're going to stay in my deck. Next up, as far as rank ups go, I ended up doing Hercules. And nope, I'm not a Hercules fan, but I do have a partner, Forgotten, and we run incursions every single time it resets. And I told him I was just going to take my Hercules to rank 5 because I always use Hercules in incursions because it makes it way simpler. So that is the reason why I took him to rank 5. Hercules can work in Battlegrounds decks as a stall option because of that Infuriate. And offensively, if you're good with him, he can work too. So I can take that into consideration. More than likely, I will not be putting him in my Battlegrounds deck. But I do have that option now, at least as a rank 5. So there's that. Doom and Hercules. Wow. I couldn't believe it either. Trust me. I think that's it for the rank 5s. Now we're going to move on. And I think I start with a rank 2. If you haven't seen my opening, go back and check that out because we're in spoiler territory. I did get Kindred and I did dupe him and 2 Titan crystals. I opened 4 and I got Kindred and duped him, and I started to level him up And then I was like, oh no, I need to level up my rank 3 first. So I stopped. And my next rank 3 is Sassy Boy. Yeah, man. Absolutely told everybody on my streams that I would be taking Sassy to rank 3. And yeah, I wasn't kidding, man. He is an absolute monster, dude. And yeah, I couldn't pass up on this opportunity to take him to rank 3. So I was looking all around and I was like, man, this is gonna cost a lot of ISO. So I decided to start popping my 6 stars shards. I was gonna wait for the featured, but honestly, I have Kindred. He was one of them that I wanted as a 6 star. So there you go. And the only other one that I wanted was Photon. I did get Shocker, which I've been wanting Shocker for the longest time. So he might go up at some point. But yeah, I was trying to get what is it? The Mystic ISO just by popping basics, and 10 turned into 20. 20 turned into 30, and I'm looking, I'm like, man, I am not getting any Mystic ISO. This is a joke, right? Yeah, so I just kind of popped the last 10 there, and I'm like, man, please give me some Mystic ISO. And yeah, we only get 72 bricks, and I'm like, I don't even think that's gonna be enough. But yeah, so we have to go non-class specific, which is not uncommon for me, to be completely honest. I do it all the time. I need to stop that. But yeah, we go ahead and we use up all the Mystic, and we're still not done, but we're close. So I was like, thank God I did not throw those into Kindred, because that would have been terrible. So now I'm starting to get from everywhere. I'm just pulling ISO bricks just to complete the level up there, and we get them done. So that is my 3rd rank 3 champion. 115k health, man. Sig 20. I'd love to get his Sig up. He's just an absolute beast, man. Offensively and defensively, he's just the way. I've been saying that for a long time. I just finally duped him. So there is my profile with him taking over Titania, even though Titania is Sig 40, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so now we go back to Kindred, and we have him at rank 2. He will go on my Battlegrounds deck, mainly because everyone is getting Maestros, and he is a good way to deal with Maestro, and he is a solid defender, especially Awakened. The D-Gen, I have the Ghost Rider Relic on him, the highest one that I have. And also, he roots you when he's duped. So, that's really, really good. And like I said, I can use him offensively for Maestros. So I start pulling some of the smaller bricks just to top them off, and that was only the first initial rank up. So here we go with the 1 to 2 gem. Boom, there he is, rank 2. I think I just have to pull from wherever. Once again, I think we start using the skill, or I knew I was going to use skill. So I think yeah. That's what I thought. Okay, so we go with Cosmic, because I don't think I rank up any Cosmic champions. And we go with Science, because I don't see myself ranking up any Science anytime soon. But I was wrong. I was wrong. So yeah, this is where some of the problems begin. But he's going up. And like I said, I don't know much about Kindred, but he can be a crappy defender. I've died to a Kindred on several occasions just because I don't know how to play him optimally at first. I've been watching a lot of people do it, so I think I have a better understanding of how to fight him moving forward, but I won't be banning them anymore because obviously I want to keep mine. for not only in the event that they get their maestro, because I won't be obviously banning him either, since mine's rank 3 as a 7-star, and also to place him on defense. So there he is, 61k health, not bad. I'm changing up his stat focus here. I'm not sure what the best course for him actually is, to be honest. So I just kind of threw on the block pin and, you know, threw on some greater attack there, but that might be subject to change. If you do know some of the best stat focus to equip him with specifically for Battlegrounds, I'd be open to listening. Not only do we have Kindred, but we do have a spot that I'm showing you guys that's rank 2 that is duped as well. And next up is going to be Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was my very first rank 4 champion ever. I had known 2 people who did it before me at the time. The first was J Nix. He works for Kabam now. Shout out to J Nix. And the second was my buddy Vega. And they both had SIG 200s rank 4. I was the third person I knew to take him to rank 4. Now, I'm not saying that I was the third person in the world, because I probably wasn't, but of people that I knew, I was the third person to do it. And I absolutely love Shang-Chi. I took Path Forward with him a lot when I was in Savage Squad, or SSX1 as more people know them as. And yeah, man, so I was so stoked to pull Shang-Chi again. He doesn't need his awakening. I knew he was going in my Battlegrounds deck, and I knew I was going back to my roots, man. I used to absolutely destroy things, mystics, anybody with my Shang-Chi. And a lot of people knew that, so they banned him quite frequently back when Battlegrounds was first coming out in the betas. After a couple of seasons of the betas, when it went live, a lot of people knew my rep for Shang-Chi, and they absolutely knew to ban my Shang-Chi. So now I am definitely gonna get back to people wanting to ban my Shang-Chi, because I used to be so good with him. So I'm very happy to take him to rank 2. I actually just did a war against Loki for the second time that I'll be doing a war video that you guys should stay tuned for, that I get to actually use my Shang-Chi for a couple of fights as a rank 2. So you guys will have to see how I did. Yeah, once again, with his stat focus, obviously I'm not going to put him on defense, but I did want some more crit. He's kind of like Corvus Glaive with the special 2 is guaranteed crits, so for the basic hits I want a little bit more crit on him as well. Next up, we got Warlock, who we got from a Titan Crystal as well. My Warlock was rank 4, SIG 200, just like my Shang-Chi. So I was like, another champion that doesn't need to be duped, that I absolutely love. So I definitely was happy with getting him and taking him up to rank 2. The 4-star one was fine, but I feel like this 7-star one is really going to be a solid threat offensively and defensively. So he's very versatile, and I cannot wait to test out my theory with him. But he's a big boy. So as you can see, we're running out of every single class of ISO at the moment. So that's not good, because once again, we have to take him to rank 2. That was just his first rank. So you're going to really start to see me just have like no ISO at all. And I think I show his stats as well. If I'm not mistaken, we'll talk about it. But yeah, at this point, I'm like, oh crap. All right, so there's the dual crystals, and I was like, give me some tech. I did get 2 out of 3 that was tech, so that was really good. I don't know actually if that was enough. I don't think it was. I don't even think it was close to being enough, but it did help. Yeah, it wasn't even close. Wasn't even half just yet. But then we go over to Cosmic, and I'm like, oh man, this is getting really bad. So I take the last of the cosmic, and now I'm just pumping in, as you guys can see, just ISO. If you see the top number up there, notice is at 344, and these are all baby bricks. It's gonna go to 0. It is going to go to 0. That's how bad I am hurting on ISOs. And also I was hurting on gold, but since I picked up the deals, that temporarily alleviated my gold situation. We're down to 116 and we're barely doing anything at this point. As you guys can tell, we're about to run out right about now. So we're gonna grab these last few, we're gonna pump them in, and we're gonna grab the last 2, and that is an empty stash, ladies and gents. That's an empty stash. I'm like, okay, well, what do I have to pop? I'm like, okay, well, I got these premium hero crystals, so I just go to popping those. Hopefully I get some 4 stars is what I said to myself. We have 40 of them, and we're getting like all 2 stars, man. We're getting all like 2 stars, and I'm like, oh my god, like, come on. I still got more breakups to do. Oh my goodness. So go for the last pop, and no, we don't get a single 4-star, man. Not a single one. So that kind of sucked, but I knew we had some ISO, so I was like, okay, well, let's see how much ISO we have. And he only went up 1 level. He only went up 1 level, and I'm like, ugh. I'm right back to no ISO. So now he's at 25. He was at like, I don't know, 22. And then I have to use units to do it. I was just like, you know what? We got to use the units here. Got to use the units to do it. But yeah, man, ultimately, I'm very, very happy with getting these champions. I am just testing out kind of what works for their stat focus, because honestly, I don't know. But again, in the comment section, let me know what you think works if you play high tier battlegrounds or whatever, or what you just have experienced that has been working for you. I thought that was the end of my rank ups, but it was not, because we forgot to do another rank 2. We have a Sig 40 Korg. There was a 0% chance I'm using my 5-star anymore. So there you go. Using units to take them up. And for Korg, his stat focus, I'll go on attack, I believe, for special damage, and for defense, energy resistance, because that's normally how most people take out Korg. If you think that is the wrong call, let me know, but so far it's been working out rather well. Next up, we have Thing. We're going to go ahead and take up Thing to rank 5. I do run him in my Battlegrounds deck quite frequently. Remember when I said I didn't need any Science ISO? So I thought, yeah, I did. But fortunately for me, this is like the very next day. Level Up has came on. And yeah, man. Thing is an absolute tank. I'm not really into defensive ascensions, really, because I feel like they're not going to last very long. But if I were to do a couple of different champions for defense, Thing would be one of them that I would ascend, because he's just a tank, man. There are counters to every single champion before you guys, but I could use Black Cat, but I could use Night Monk. You know, it's always going to be a counter. But in my experience, that's part of your draft. So when they don't have a suitable counter, or they just have a decent counter, you can win your fight offensively if you have a fast counter. So he does his job. I'm glad to have him at rank 5 Sig 200. I don't know if he'll get ascended or not, but he will be considered. The last rank up that we have today is Black Cat. I could not pull her from the loyalty crystal. I use loyalty all the time in war, So there's a very slim chance that I'm able to use my loyalty for anything else but war items right now. So I do have the 6-star Black Widow relic that I attached to her. It's duped now, and I'm very excited to try to get her to rank 5 at a later date. But right now, she's going to rank 4. She might come up in a meta sooner or later, but either way, there she is. We're on our way up. I'm very happy. Let me know what you guys, think about my various rank ups. Let me know in the comment section, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.